y'all. Okay, so before we start this episode today, we want to take the time out to remind everyone that at Let's Talk, we encourage safe drinking. While we're having fun, it is important to be responsible and not put others in danger. So make sure you settle in like we do and drink responsibly. With that said, let's talk together. Bitch, what are you doing? What's up?
We are back.
For new fun.
Yes, it feels like forever since we have been at the table. We was field tripping last time.
Yeah.
And so we were not at our usual location, but that was a lot of fun, and we're definitely looking to do more of that hopefully this summer. But like I said, it's a new month, which means a new theme and more liquor fun.
We outside, but today we're going to be inside because it's hot outside.
It's a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of. No, it's not actually hot.
We still inside because we're good. We're being good.
We're inside.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to start things off with a bourbon tasting, okay? A bourbon whiskey tasting.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Haven't y'all done this before? We have done a bourbon tasting before.
But it's a lot.
But not with these bourbons. And as you know, the world of bourbon is vast, so we are simply tapping back into this a second time and with new brands. The idea came to us actually via Denver. He was working with a client who had a collection of bourbons, and that sparked like our interest in, maybe we should
Try it out.
Try something else. So this is round 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fight. All right.
So before we get started, in between our tastings, we're gonna do a little fun thing. You picked up this little item from Amazon. It's table topics, okay? So it's basically things to spark conversation. And
At the
so
table.
in between our tasting, I might just read a little card and see what the vibe is like.
Yeah.
All right, so let me run through the brands we're gonna try, and then we'll try them, and then I would say
Rate them at the end.
Rate them at the end.
Got it. Okay.
So we've got Bib Tucker.
Mm-hmm.
This is the double char bourbon. Okay, small batch, 6-year.
Ooh.
Then we're gonna do McKenna. This is a 10-year. This is Kentucky straight bottled in bond bourbon. Don't ask me what the hell that means. We got over there Sazerac rye, straight rye whiskey. And then ending things off with Baker's Kentucky straight bourbon. This is a small barrel, 7-year.
107 proof. Ooh,
Child.
chap.
Yeah. So with that, let's get started with good old Bib Tucker.
Okay.
Oh, you shot that. I gotta sip this. Oof. Okay.
I mean, it got some heat to it, but it's not bad.
So,
But I can't say it was smooth going down either.
So it's 88 proof. The description on here says Bib Tucker Double Char is aged for 6 years in new American oak, then finished in a second heavily charred barrel, giving this bourbon savory, smoky notes and an exceptionally smooth finish. That is the description there.
American oak. Sounds rough. Like these last 5 months, 6 months.
Damn, girl. I mean, it has been rough. But...
Yeah, but I digress.
Let's see what the
What we got?
I don't like that one. That's boring. Let's see what they're saying. Okay. Have you ever drunk dialed someone?
Actually, I have. It was fresh out of I don't know, it wasn't fresh out of high school because that would be illegal. I think it was more like, I had to been like, dang. You know what? It was when I was illegal. Yeah.
Confession.
But you know, I'm a better person for it. Yeah, that was over 10 years ago. So you can't get me for that, you know? My parents didn't know any better. I didn't know any better.
They'll know now.
Yeah. But yes, I did. And this was in my wild days where Tevin Campbell was definitely a hit. So I definitely left a voicemail message and can we talk for a minute? Yeah, it was definitely, not one of my finest, but whatever. Only God can judge me.
Yep, we're gonna keep with that.
What about you?
I mean, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
I drunk dialed so this was I would say undergrad, drunk dialed an ex-boyfriend and proceeded to read him for the filth that he is. I felt better. I slept really well after that. So
because of that or because of the liquor? Which one was it? Or was it a both?
It could have been both.
Oh.
It could have been both. But
double penetration right there.
Wow.
Oh wait, that didn't sound right.
Double P though?
My bad. Anyways, but yeah. Okay, we had totally two different experiences.
Yeah,
we
did.
Yeah.
Preliminary thoughts on the Bib Tucker while we're on that.
Heated.
Heated. Okay. I also thought it was heated. I have had the Bib Tucker brand before, but not this particular one.
Mm-hmm.
My uncle, shout out to Uncle Vincent, put me on to this, and the Sarge does like strong drinks, and it fits.
Sarge.
Former, in the army.
Ooh.
Okay.
Next one.
We're on to McKenna.
McKenna.
Henry McKenna. All right, so. Ooh. Okay. It's 100 proof.
Insert Monique. It's too much.
50% alcohol.
50?
Yeah, I mean it's 100 proof though. All this description says is this 10-year-old single barrel is a one-of-a-kind bourbon and one of the few bottled in bond products. I need to look up what bottled in bond means. They do got a little pamphlet that I'm never gonna read on the side.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh wow. Okay. Getting political here. How far into a pregnancy should abortion be allowed?
Oh, come on now. I mean, my statement is your body, your choice. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
I think that's a safe
your body, your choice.
Area to land.
You want to do it? I don't. That's your business.
All I will say though is that the government and men and people that are not responsible for that body should not be the one making the choice. Period.
No.
That's what I will say on that. Well, that was juicy. I feel like I need to lighten up real quick. This is harsh. I don't know how you went and whooped that.
Because I didn't pour as much as you did.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Which non-politician would make the best president?
I'll say Juvenile. Because as soon as I hear Cash Money take it over to 99 and 2000s, you already know you about to get a workout in. Girl, you working with the or Saucy Santana.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I'm just kidding, but no, for real. I would say Juvenile for sure, just for the workout purposes.
For the workout purposes.
Workout purposes, yeah.
I don't know who I would pick. Maybe Denzel, because I feel like the way he went off on that one photographer at the Cannes Film Festival, I feel like he would lay into some people at the appropriate time. Because Unc is definitely at that stage where he just don't.
No.
He is absolutely. I will say what is on my mind, and that is that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Preliminary thoughts on the McKenna.
Sorry, but I don't like it. That's these values, because I'll drink it, but I ain't gonna like it.
Yeah, it's hot. You know how Hennessy leave that burning sensation on your chest?
No, that's you. Sorry. I couldn't relate.
Anywho, moving along.
Sazerac.
All right, Sazerac. Can I see that bottle? What they be saying? Actually, you read. Shit, I'm tired of reading.
Wow. Are you still working on that second one?
No, I'm done with the second one.
Interesting. Well, it doesn't say much, and that speaks volumes.
Oh, God.
This rye whiskey is the perfect choice to make the Sazerac cocktail, America's first cocktail. Is it really America's first cocktail?
I don't know. I
feel like y'all.
What's the percent on?
45 and a 90 proof.
Okay. Well,
We finna find out. I can see why it goes in the Sazerac,
yep.
but not by itself. Don't know. It's not your typical straight rye whiskey.
I think that I perhaps like it a little bit better than the McKenna. And I want to say that they're kind of neck and neck here, but I think the Sazerac is maybe a smidge smoother than the McKenna.
It is smoother. I will say that. McKenna got made me like to a,
Oh my.
spit on that thing, whatever.
What's the best Halloween costume you've seen?
I've seen. I shouldn't be saying this in these current times. The one that I can think of that actually did very well, Lord forgive me, is Diddy when he was playing the Joker.
Why was he so?
He did it good though.
That and the dance that accompanied.
Yeah, and then the whole, the whole act with the car and everything.
Was he the Joker or Pennywise?
Talk to him.
No, he was the Joker. He was the Joker. It's probably the forehead. It's the forehead.
Yeah, but no, Pennywise is the clown.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about Diddy's forehead. He gives Pennywise,
You know what? I think he was both. That's why I'm getting confused. Because the Joker one, I know exactly which video you're talking about. There was also one where he was in his house or whatever, and he definitely had the Pennywise mask.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Anyway, all right.
What about you?
Okay. I've seen some solid Poison Ivy costumes. No, you know what? I take that back. There was one video going around. So this is like way back because this is when like Obama was president. But some kid was a transformer, and like that costume ate.
Yeah,
like,
that was homemade, but
it was
executed.
Really well done.
Yeah. Shout out to that kid, whoever you are.
Whoever that kid is.
Yeah.
I know you're not even a kid anymore.
No.
But
just know you did that thing, and your mama, and your daddy, and all those people that was. Yeah.
Shit, I'm hot.
Ooh, child, we almost done. One more.
Okay.
I think Baker's is gonna bake you, but whatever. Baker's.
Tell us about
Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, single barrel, 107 proofs, 53%.
107 proof.
Yeah, girl. 7
Oh.
years minimum. So
we
that
finna-
means that it could be more.
We're finna die.
Yeah, they don't. Wow. I spent a good deal of my life up at the Clermont, Kentucky distillery for a time. I even lived in a house right there on the grounds. This land has been home to Jim Beam spirits for nearly 100 years. Now we make our special small batch of bourbons here too, carrying on the legacy of fine handmade bourbon that's been a part of this family for 7 generations. That's a lot. I'm proud to have my name on a piece of that legacy, a single barrel of bourbon good enough to drink neat.
Okay.
Yeah, Amber, you finna die.
Aw, shit.
You ever like took an edible before?
Yeah, it didn't end well.
Yeah, it didn't end well for me either. All right. I'm not mad at it, but it did got some heat to it.
I was waiting for it to hit you.
Put some air on your chest. It did got heat, but it caramelish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather be addicted to gambling or food?
I like hot girl summers, but I also like to have a chance of winning money so that I can retire, but also meet my sugar daddy one day to take care of all my car part needs. So I'm gonna go with gambling.
So you'd rather be addicted to gambling?
Yeah.
Okay. I would rather be addicted to food and be a big bag. And the main reason is I don't want to be poor and destitute after making extremely poor decisions financially. I'm obviously making poor decisions food-wise, but
technically you're gonna be poor regardless, because if food is your life, you're spending money on food. You're technically gambling. You're gambling with your life. It doesn't even matter at this point. We're all finna just be.
Do you ever go to the fridge, right, and you're looking for that little snacky snack, and you hear Dr. Now in the background?
Fun fact, I have Dr. Now like taped to the back of my refrigerator now, because I don't know what's been going on. I have one in my freezer and one in my refrigerator, and every time I open it, I see his face.
Okay.
And
does it deter you from partaking?
There's days I say fuck him, and then there's days where I say, you know, you're right.
Have you seen the Jamaican Dr. Now voiceovers? Because that shit.
What's it called? Poke.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh my God.
Hello. How you doing? Yeah.
Listen. Okay. So fun fact: we have a Lush Talk IG, and we send each other big bag recipes all the time.
Yeah. If you drinking, you gotta eat, and if you eat, you drink.
Yeah. Be at it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you need to know.
We need to come up with a hashtag for that and claim it.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
One more.
Because I ain't gonna
fair.
hold you.
You got.
I think I just poured
poured just a little bit. I know my limits. I've learned a long time ago. Christmas special.
Oh.
Watch it.
What would be a good addition to the human body?
A fifth hole? Duh.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
It's like, no, I'm just kidding. Oh, shit! I snapped you. My bad. Wait. Wait.
What? Ma'am, what the? Ma'am.
That was too quick. I didn't think about that one. That was my back of the mind thought. Oh, my bad for that.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right, what was the question again? Let me think about it logically.
You done already scarred us. You done scarred the people. What would be a good addition to the human body? And apparently a fifth hole is what you suggested.
Addition to the body. I would say.
While we're going down this satanic trip, let's talk about the fact that there are some people that engage in this situation. I forget the actual term, but they decide to whoop whoop a hole that is not meant to whoop whoop.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so they do something in the abdomen area.
Oh, like people can't digest properly? Oh yeah, one of those bag things. I heard it's funky, but you know, I'm not judging nobody. It's a health problem that, you know, I couldn't live with. That's why I drink water, because I just want to make sure, oh, my shit is regular. I mean, no shade to those people because they can't help it, but you know, I just heard it gets real funky because that's their new digestive system. That's where all their poop goes, allegedly. I didn't do all my research, but the more you know.
Not the more you know.
But yeah, so.
Listen.
But I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, so people actually.
But that's not the fifth hole I was talking about
I
earlier.
understand that's not what you were talking about.
I just want to make sure.
But I'm just letting you know some people have identified that as the fifth hole.
I want a black hole. Wait.
What the
No.
Yo.
Well, let's get to the ratings at this point. Let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Go ahead. What would you rate the items that we have taste tested today? Because this is getting out of pocket.
It's very much out of pocket.
On the Lord's Day.
Oh, sorry, Lord. Okay, so first of all, I just want to preface this with I love bourbon, and I think all of these individually are probably really good in cocktails.
For sure.
I think the Bib Tucker is probably the only one that I would personally sip, like just neat.
Mm-hmm.
So for that reason, I am gonna make it the number 1.
Okay.
But then I think I'm gonna go Sazerac number 2. So I'm going highest to lowest.
Got it.
Then Baker's and then McKenna. McKenna, like, I feel like
It was an ancestor.
That might have been what took down that plantation, you know.
Oh my.
Down in North Carolina. I think
It wasn't us.
It wasn't us, but
Somebody
I think
probably-
somebody poured a couple bottles of this and said whoop and let that join up in it. The ancestors did the rest. So that's my rating.
Cue Ring the Alarm by Beyonce. But yeah, so we're almost in alignment. I'm gonna say Bib Tucker.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Sazerac because I feel like it has potential when you do the Sazerac.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Sazerac is bomb as shit.
It is
Yeah.
delicious.
Baker's and then McKenna. But
We definitely agree that.
yeah. McKenna is definitely last. It's not bad. I just want to let you know it's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not
But it
bad.
gives you the struggle. And we came too far for Jesus and our ancestors to bring us to where we at. Okay?
She's about to give us some scripture in a minute.
Hallelujah. Anyways, but yeah,
Okay.
we're in alignment. And that's all that matters.
So anyways, so what y'all should do though is like, comment, subscribe. Okay, ring that bell so you can know when we post these lovely videos. But also let us know in the comment section what are your favorite bourbons that you would like us to try maybe later at some point in a bourbon tasting number 3, because there will be a bourbon tasting number 3
There
at
will
some
be.
point.
We love whiskey and bourbon.
We love whiskey and bourbon.
Bourbon and whiskey go like, yeah, all of it.
And so it'll happen. So what should we taste next? And I'm gonna
Taste
drink
this
like
fifth hole.
7 cups of water after this because I'm hot.
Are you
but
hot or are you bothered?
I'm both.
Ah, got it.
Yeah. But we'll be back, and it'll be more along the lines of a cocktail.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
think we'll die as quickly.
No, because it might be going to a mason jar at this point.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Anyways, see ya.